2023 is only a couple of months old, and Game Pass has already been slaying it, delivering some of the most talked about Xbox games of the year. March looks to continue this theme with Wo Long Fallen Dynasty, MLB The Show 23, and Valheim entering the Game Pass ring. And the new games look just as good, with headliners such as Resident Evil 4. So what Xbox games should you be playing through March 2023? Well, these 13 should be on your list. Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. Team Ninja's riposte to the games of From Software, Wo Long Fallen Dynasty could be this year's Elden Ring. Better still, it's only going to cost you the price of an Ultimate Game Pass subscription to find out. It takes Team Ninja's trademark Ninja Gaiden flowing combat and martial arts, and transplants them to a chaotic hellscape where you're hunted by a kind of tarantula dragon. Stuff of nightmares, it is. Clash, Artifacts of Chaos. We see you, Clash, Artifacts of Chaos. You were in last month's Up Next, because you stealthily, and not unnoticed, delayed a few weeks into March. So you get 2 Up Next mentions. We clearly like you. A new game set in the Xeno Clash series. This is a truly astonishing looking adventure in a bizarre alien landscape. It has you playing as the fighter Pseudo, a battle-hardened slender man as you protect the boy, who seems to be wanted by every beast in the world of Xenozoic. This one very much has the potential to be the sleeper hit of March. Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Back in 2008, Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse was the first Fatal Frame to land on a Nintendo console. It was a minor Wii hit, and 15 years later we're getting an Xbox version, which somehow adapts all of the motion controls that made the original so unusual. It's the harrowing tale of 5 women who escape the lair of a serial killer, only to find that, 10 years later, they're all being killed again. So 2 of the victims return to the sanatorium on the island when they were taken, to find out what's up. You can probably guess that it's not a joyful reunion. WWE 2K23. The first of our many sporting franchises this month comes in the form of WWE 2K23. Fronted by John Cena, it's a bit of a victory lap for the champ, as it's 20 years since he first graced the ring. You'll be playing through some of his career highlights, interspersed with interview segments. There's more ways than ever to play WWE 2K23, including new war games, 4 vs 4 wrestling matches played next to each other in giant steel cages, and the career mode, My Rise. EA Sports, PGA Tour. There's more sports balls this month with the return of a pillar franchise, EA Sports PGA Tour. Ditching poor Rory McIlroy and with Tiger Woods well in the rearview mirror, EA have partnered with PGA to deliver 30 of their courses in glorious 4K. Shot Types gives you more ways of whacking a ball around an elaborate garden. Using ShotLink and TrackMan data, the Pure Strike system gives you the most realistic tee shots that you can imagine. And we would admit to knowing very little about what any of those mean. Resident Evil 4. Capcom's remake of Resident Evil 4 has risen as a completely new beast, with next-gen graphics, a reimagined storyline, and modern controls. Can you improve on a classic? Well, if Resident Evil 2 and the underrated Resident Evil 3 remakes are anything to go by, we're in for something extremely special. MLB The Show 23. Batter up, as MLB The Show 23 is here. Last year's MLB The Show 22 was one of the best in the series, so expectations are high for this year's iteration. For the 3rd year running, we get the pleasure of a day 1 launch on Game Pass. Even more fascinating is the addition of storylines, a new game experience, which is an interactive documentary-like experience. It rewinds back to a time when the Negro Leagues were a thing, charting the careers of Jackie Robinson, Buck O'Neill and others, It's an important document of an underexposed part of baseball history. Dredge. Fishing and tentacles, what's not to love? A wee secret for you. Dredge is the game we're most excited about playing this month, as the Lovecraft meets fishing sim world premise as our gills in a flap. It's a single player adventure from Team 17 and Black Salt Games, as you play a fisherman in a remote town hoping to gather enough catches to survive and upgrade his boat. But that gets complicated as the catches become increasingly outlandish, as something is in the water that wishes to remain there. Needless to say, madness, tentacles, body horror, and unlikely fish fingers all ensue. Iris and the Giant. A well-loved indie darling on the Switch and PC, where it's resided for a few years now, Iris and the Giant is finally making its move onto the Xbox. It's not wholly easy to describe. Imagine Alice in Wonderland, but the fantasy world is slightly more giant-orientated. Iris is the Alice in this scenario, and she's lost in a game that's part CCG, part RPG, and 100% roguelike. This colourful lane-based battler has a lot of fans, and we can't wait to grapple with a few giants of our own. Caverns of Mars Recharged. We like what the new Atari is doing. Taking a revisionist approach to their back catalogue, they have been sprucing up old games under the Recharged banner. Next up on the list is Caverns of Mars, a 1981 classic that's been spruced to next generation standards. We never played the original, but the Recharged version has you careening round confined tunnels like a solar jetman with thruster issues. DC's Justice League Cosmic Chaos. Family-friendly fare comes in the form of DC's Justice League Cosmic Chaos. The entire Justice League are at your fingertips in an open-world, two-player, split-screen adventure. We're here for the costume changes. Levels unlock a wide variety of outfits for your three heroes: Superman, Wonder Woman and Batman. And the history of the characters has been well and truly plumbed to find the most outlandish, deep takes from their comic past. Figment 2, Creed Valley. We've only just emerged from the emotional ending of the first Figment game, ragged from its revelations, and now are being tossed into a second game with Dusty and Piper. Figment 2 Creed Valley sees the healed mind from the end of the game overrun by nightmares once more. The moral compass has been shattered, as right and wrong have gone haywire. As the mind's courage, Dusty and Piper must solve puzzles, bypass more trumpeting plants, and explore the mind space in an attempt to reforge the moral compass. Valheim. It's 2021 all over again, as the sleeper hit of that year, Valheim, makes a slightly belated appearance on Xbox. But we will forgive the tardiness, as we're getting it as part of the Game Pass subscription. If you haven't played it before, it's an action survival game that has you and some friends trying to build a camp in some hazardous biomes. As you hold back the darkness and gain a foothold, you can use it as a base camp to explore further biomes, travelling deeper into Valheim. What Xbox games will you be playing in March? Are there any other exciting new games that we've missed? Why not leave us a comment, and please don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Xbox news.